Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'll be showing you all 7 locations of the chopper. I've added some timestamps on every location so you can skip ahead. This will be useful for the current challenge, which requires you to land at the bottom of steamy stacks. Anyways, let's get into it. The first location is at Deadpool's Yacht, so you want to make your way towards the yacht. Personally, this is my favourite location since it's quiet and you won't get robbed. The helicopter is located right in front of the yacht, so it is hard to miss. Also, it spawns in when you get close, so keep that in mind. The next location is just to the right of Frenzy Farm as shown in the gameplay. Just like Deadpool's yacht, this location is very quiet since a lot of players don't land here. However, the loot is very scarce around this area, so arming up isn't ideal. Guys, let me know in the comments down below if you're having any issues with Fortnite, and I'll try my best to help you out. This gameplay was recorded in Battle Lab, which is why you may not notice any other players. Anyways, let's get back into the video. The third location is the Authority. This is my least favourite location since there are a lot of players in this area and chances of getting the helicopter are really low. On top of that, this area is loaded with henchmen and the boss, aka Jules. While talking about Jules, her drum gun absolutely sucks compared to Midas's, however her grappler is pretty good. And for our fourth location is just right above Misty Meadows. This one may also be tricky to get since it's near Misty Meadows and Lazy Lake, which are two densely populated areas. This chopper may have also been taken by other players if you're not fast enough. However, unlike the Authority, there are no henchmen in this area, so you don't need to worry about that. However, all things considered, this place isn't too bad, as there are 2 houses nearby which are full of chests and loot. Not to mention there are multiple fishing spots in this location, so getting a fishing rod is really helpful. Our 5th location is at the Fortilla, right at the back as you can see. If you can remember, this is where Aquaman Week 1 challenge was. If you haven't seen it already, I'll link it in the top right. Be aware that the chopper is hiding behind a building, and at first is despawn and can be hard to spot, but once you get closer it will spawn in and you should be fine. The Fortilla is a really lonely spot, so don't worry about it being hijacked by someone else. Also, out of the places I've already mentioned, the Fortilla is the best place to get the chopper. If you guys are still here, please subscribe to my channel, it really helps. Anyways, for number 6 we have the Rickety Rig. If you don't know, there is a challenge currently for week 3 which requires you to emote on Rickety Rig. Epic have purposely done this to increase the density of the area since this was another dead spot, so I recommend you travelling over to the Fortilla instead. And finally, the final spot, the mountains. If you're finding the choppers purely for the challenge, I don't recommend you going to the mountains as it requires the longest distance to travel compared to all of the other 7 locations I've named. This spot reminds me of the castle in chapter 1 which gradually melted and unleashed the savage beast. Guys, comment down below which team were you in, Team Monster or Team Robot? I was on Team Monster. Unfortunately it died. Anyways, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. There will be more challenges in the future, so stay tuned.